On Wednesday, dozens of students and parents spoke out at the TIPPECANOE School Corporation meeting about racism and homophobia in the school district. They say there's not enough being done to combat the problem. News 18's Peter Hewlett was at that meeting and has more.
Some parents say they're fed up with racism and homophobia within TIPPECANOE School Corporation schools. Amanda Lucas says racial slurs are commonplace according to students.
One kid said he could only come up with 2 of his friends he hasn't heard use the N-word around him. I mean, how could a kid feel good about that? There's no way. And he has nobody to go to when he feels attacked.
Students say they feel there is a lack of accountability for racist remarks and slurs within the schools. 16-year-old Campbell Moore says minorities feel like they have nowhere to turn when racist incidents happen.
I can't just put it into the hands of higher authority, and that I have to speak out for myself because we just feel alone and we feel like there's nobody that really gets us that's in a position that can do anything about it.
DONTE WILBURN graduated from Harrison High School over 20 years ago. He says what's happening inside TSC has been happening for decades.
And so I graduated 21 years ago in 2000, the millennium. What I went through is still happening 21 years later. How is that possible?
TIPPECANOE School Corporation President Dr. Patrick HEIN was moved by the comments and wants to set a vision for a better TSC.
Change happens very slow, I think. And I think this is an item that it cannot happen fast enough. And we need to do everything we can to speed that up so these things, so we aren't having as many people in generations that are having to continue to go through this.
TSC has hired a diversity and inclusion coordinator to help provide a more welcoming environment to students of all backgrounds. However, Dr. HEIN said it will take more to create systemic change.
We knew that this was not a one-person job. This is actually, and I would argue that we can bring other employees, but really the front of this effort, I think, is a community. This is a community issue.
In Lafayette, Peter Hewlett, News 18.